And I am Osaka, and with me is.
I'm Hagebeam.
And welcome to another edition of Otaku Mainframe. Would you like to share with the audience what today's topic is?
Yes, we are talking about Nintendo Museum. The museum had just opened a few days ago, October 2nd, and we visited there a couple days ago. So now we want to share our experience there. And it's really difficult to visit so far because all the tickets has to win a lottery to the rights to buy the ticket. So
Yeah,
fortunately
it's a lottery entry base. In order to enter, you must subscribe. You must enter in through the website, correct?
yes. So, and I just a few months ago, I saw a news that the Nintendo Museum will be open. So soon I signed up and I tried and I won. So, and then we could go. So yeah, it's kind of
We
really
were
lucky.
some of the first customers to experience the museum.
Yes, and we took some pictures in the where we were allowed to take pictures, so we were talking about it today. Okay, and behind us is Nintendo's official website, Nintendo Museum's official website, and I'll talk about it later. Now let's just see what we saw. This is the entrance of Nintendo Museum. It's already simple. And
before making it to the sign, like when you're walking past the sidewalk, it looks like an average business building. So you wouldn't really know it's the Nintendo building until you see the sign. And they have a security staff standing outside.
Yeah, and after you enter, you show your online ticket, and you have to make sure that you are you, because you have to show your ID. Then only the person who has a name on the online ticket and the ID has to match. Otherwise, you cannot enter. So it's kind of really strict.
Please make sure when you're on their website, when you're applying for the lottery ticket, you do put your real name, not your username, your real information that matches your ID. And also make sure you do not delete your email that confirms that you bought the ticket.
Yeah. And so and they also have like kind of security area. So you have to go through the security gate. And after you go through it, so this is the ticket. And you have to carry it. You have to carry it all over because this has 10 coins inside. So like to play some games you have to spend that coins. So it has only 10 coins, so which means you cannot play all the games. So you have to choose what to use.
The thing is you get 10 free coins to use on the games, and if you end up using all 10 coins and you want to continue playing, there was an exchange coin booth where you put money in to reload your cart. There was one of those inside the gaming area.
Yeah. So.
But not only that, you need those these entry passes because once in the building, there are certain areas that have a security system, and you need it to go past that. They literally opened the gate.
Yeah, and I didn't know it before, but. If you sign up online and you can arrange this entry pass, like you can put your me, the Nintendo's character you make, you can put the me face on it. And I didn't know that after I get home.
That's pretty cool.
So if you don't do it, you can get Mario. Anyway, so we have to carry the ticket and we are going to enter the building, but before entering the building there are so many things you can see. Not so many, but if you are like a Nintendo fans, you have to stop it like this. Like it's a photo booth.
It was a lot of fun. If you stop by the and take photos. Depending on the time of day that when you enter, the line might be big. We were there in the early morning, so the line wasn't as big to take pictures, so it was really cool.
So yeah, you can be like Mario. That is called like a sewer. We call it the green one. We call in Japanese dokan. So
Those
we can
called drain pipes or sewer pipes.
so you can come out from dokan like Mario. Everybody do the same pose.
Sadly, they will not let you jump up and punch the bricks.
No.
Everyone wants to do that, but they won't let you.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like that. You can take 2 pictures, and well, after you enter, the toad will welcome you.
Yeah, toad's awesome. They sing when you touch their heads.
Yeah, it's like a bubbly head. So you touch it, it shakes and starts singing. And one thing I really, how do you say? Like one thing I really liked was the next to that toes, there's a signature of Mr. Miyamoto. I think everybody knows him, like the father of Mario. So
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
yeah, that was really cool.
The whole entire building is full of these cute little unique Easter eggs. We even found one that was outside the building on the roof. And when we saw the mini model of the Nintendo building, you could actually see, if you zoom in really close, you can still see that little tiny Easter egg on the roof.
So yeah, there are so many things like they're pretty much Easter egg. Like you can find so many things. Like yeah, on the floor there's a what is it called? Like we call it in Japanese jugemu, but tsuki, Rukito?
Yeah, it's
I forgot the name. Lakito or something. Yeah. You can find it on the floor. You can find Pikachu. You can find like there's so many tiny things on the everywhere. Like yeah, like Mario hidden behind a pillar. Goomba, we call it Kuribo in Japanese. Yeah, they're on the wall. Yeah, you can see Eevee, and Pikachu and Yoshi's eggs.
Yeah, those were actually up, like, if you make it into the second floor, there was a skylight area where the giant window on the ceiling was. If you end up looking up, that's where you'll find them. So it's not like right in your face. It's basically if you don't look up, you'll miss them.
And yeah, if you don't use the elevator, if you use stairs, you can see like those exciting bikes on the wall. And I have no idea what that is, but the balloon was present. Maybe Mario or
I think it's
Pikmin
Mario
or something.
Party.
Yeah. So yeah, you can enjoy so many tiny things, then you can find them. On the entrance of the exhibition area, there's a big wall, and on the wall there's a whole bunch of like Nintendo's characters.
Yeah, it's a giant window. And this little area right here alone made all the children super excited. They were all running and trying to jump and touch their favorite Nintendo character, and they were just so loud and so excited just looking at this mural.
Yeah, so like those kids, like maybe age of like 5 or 6 years old, they were really excited. But for me, yeah, like middle age, but still I see many characters and I notice them, and yeah, like this kind of Zelda, like a pixelated Zelda or Mario or so many things. Like you can, those remind you that the good old days.
Yeah,
So,
the nostalgia of it all.
yeah, so it was really awesome. And then before we go into the museum area, there were things we can do. Is this? Maybe many people don't know much about Japanese, then they don't notice what this is. This is called hanafuda, which is like a Japanese old traditional playing card. Mostly like use it for gamble or like yeah, those kind of things. But Nintendo is actually started as making those playing cards back in 1889. So
Yeah.
yeah, it has really long history. And they started making this, and also the playing card called Karuta or Hyakunin issue. Those kind of like really Japanese traditional card games. They start making it, and then they start making toys like electric toys, and back in 1979, they made Game and Watch. Maybe like middle-aged people have played those kind of like tiny game stuff, but yeah, they made it, and then 1981 they started the Donkey Kong arcade, and then 2 years later, 1983, they made NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System. In Japanese, we call it Family Computer. Short in the word, we always call Famicom. Yeah, so that's actually that everybody knows Nintendo started. But actually, Nintendo's history starts from those playing cards. So,
Yeah.
like looking at those old playing cards, that reminds me like my grandmother's house, like at the family reunion, my uncle started playing those card games. They actually had those kind of games at my grandmother's house, so it was
You also
kind
want to
of
like let everyone know that this card game is still played today. It's not like it stopped being played once they came out with console systems. This is just as common as the regular everyday playing cards, like the bicycle playing cards that you'll see. Different game, but it's the same kind of common concept.
yeah. So yeah, old Nintendo was like that. So, and actually, those exhibition has even not just games, like all those Nintendo history has it, because it's Nintendo Museum. It's not just Mario. The company started from here, so it's really interesting. So this is the old box package of all those Hanafuda's box, and actually you can make some of Hanafudas. You can paint them and you can seal them. So you have to pay some extra. It's really cheap, but still you can experience how to make it like old style. So it's kind of good experience. So Nintendo is not just Mario.
Yeah, and also when you're walking through the exhibit area, like they show each genre of their consoles, but not only that, they also show the household products that they used to make, going way back from the 1800s all the way to modern day, including like cookware, household appliances, exercise equipment. They actually made a lot of things besides consoles that they're most famous for today.
So you'll be surprised if you visit like what Nintendo is actually like. And
Yeah,
then,
it seems like the main core target audience for Nintendo is the family unit. Like not just the children, but for the adults too. There are many products that they had, which is specifically made like for the housewife or house husband. And they also had many things that's made for like father and son bonding, stuff like that, and also the physical fitness for the whole family. So they had like pretty much something for everyone.
yes. And actually, after you make those, you can play those. Actually,
I'm bad at it.
and actually they have like old style, but really high tech. Because if you put cards, it actually recognize what card that is, and with a voice and light shows the how to play it, and even it counts the scores. So it was really high tech Hanafuda machine.
Yeah, it could read each picture of the card, so it knew how much points each one was worth.
So yeah, like it shows like still Nintendo think highly of Hanafuda culture. So it's not just a game, but still they try to explain what Hanafuda is. So it was really interesting. It's not just game like like a console game. So yeah, it was, and also like everything can change to Japanese to English. This is
Yeah,
this is
yeah, that's what I
English
was about to say
version.
that too. What they do is they put a specific card that will say the language to change it into. So as you see in that picture there, there's a card on the upper uh, left hand corner. It says English. So if you flip that card over, the other side will say Japanese.
So yeah, so basically we went there in the early in the morning, and we were in the waiting line to enter before the gates opened. But actually, like there was like maybe 30 or 40 people waiting, and about the half of them were foreigners. I don't know where they are from, but yeah, like
They all seem to be from many different
yeah.
places. There was a group that was in front of us that they won the lottery ticket from Mexico. And so that made them more excited to come to Japan, was specifically to see the museum because they won the lottery just like you did. And so it was really interesting. And then we also saw the couple behind us that was from Portugal.
Hmm. And the one behind me was the family from China, and the father wearing that Mega Man's T-shirt.
Yeah.
So there was a whole bunch of people around the world, and they just love Nintendo.
Mm.
And yeah, like one thing about I really liked the museum was the all those the clerks people works there. They were
The employee
so
staff.
nice. Like yeah, they every time I pass by, they say thank you, welcome, and
They generally seem really happy to be working there.
mm,
Not just like, oh, it's my job, I have to be polite to the customer kind of thing. No, they actually looked like they were having fun, like they were just really enjoying their job. And also, the kind of feeling that we felt when we were there, um, we noticed is everyone seemed happy. The guests seemed happy. Um, I guess it's because of the joy that Nintendo just brings out. Like it turns everyone back into a kid kind of feeling. And you can see that the staff really enjoy watching that, like seeing that magic in the guest faces when they enter the exhibits and stuff.
mm. So yeah, that was really great experience.
Mm.
And we moved on to the exhibition areas, and most parts of the exhibition areas you are not allowed to take pictures. So we didn't take any pictures, and so let's show you that Nintendo official website. Exhibition area is like that. Like it has many walls, and each wall has like certain consoles. Like start from old Nintendo playing cards and Nintendo's history and Famicom, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, and Wii U, and Switch. So it shows all those consoles, and also it was really interesting that it has like what 7 or 8 screens, and it shows all generations of Mario, Metroid,
Zelda,
Zelda, and all those like
Pokemon.
yeah Pokemons. So like you can see the evolution of Nintendo's characters, and it was right next to that chair area. So we were sitting there and just watching the screen.
Yeah, what
And
we found really funny was when we went to sit there, the screens had just started turning on. I guess from the beginning of the history when it started. And as we were sitting there, we noticed the crowd for that specific area got bigger and bigger and bigger. And it wasn't just because, oh, people were going to sit. Like, no, half of them was just standing. There's plenty of room for them to sit, but they were standing and they were all glued to the TVs. Like, even the children would walk up and they were just like memorized. But yeah, if you looked at all the adults' faces, it's like you just captured them in a time capsule, and they just went back to their childhood, and everyone was just so happy. And every time something familiar pop up, they were like, "Oh, that's this!" Like they were really excited, and it was really cool to see because the fact that it wasn't just Japanese people, but it was also foreigners as well, and they were all sharing in that same love and experience from their childhood.
Yeah, so each exhibition you pass by, and some people are standing and watching and talking, and when I hear it, then they were talking about their like childhood, like when they play that and how well they play that, or those kind of like it came out all memories. And exhibition is not only Japanese. It has like a American version too. So even foreigners have been enjoying watching them and memorizing those old ages, and really nostalgic feeling. But it was so nice.
Like there was even one part of the exhibit which we thought was kind of funny, but it made everyone very nostalgia as well. Was they had this whole entire wall dedicated to the instruction manuals
Oh yeah.
of each and every game that they had that used to have instruction manuals compared to the instruction manuals of today. And yeah, like so many people were like, oh my god, I remember that when that thing came with like a book instruction how to play.
So yeah, that area, it's actually like it's not that big. It's not huge areas. It's really like as big as like a high school gym. But
Mm.
how many hours we spent? Like
We
yeah,
spent like the whole day there.
yeah.
So
Like you can't stop talking and you can't stop watching this. It was yeah. If you love Nintendo consoles, yeah. Oh, you cannot leave. You can spend whole day there. And
yeah.
then yeah, and actually this is the second floor. After you go into the first floor, that's the gaming section. But beforehand, I forgot to tell you that there was a restaurant inside the museum,
Mm.
and it's called Hatena Burger.
It's actually really good.
Yeah, and this is a Hatena Burger. I ordered like a wasabi beef burger or something, and Osaka Chando ordered cheeseburger, and yeah, that was good. And this circle thing is potato.
Yeah, French fries, but like shaped as a little ball.
Mm.
And then those two colorful thingies near our drinks were actually cupcakes, and they were really delicious. And they had chocolate one had a chocolate like what do we call it? Not custard, but some kind of chocolate filling in the center, and the pink one had strawberries in the center.
Yeah, so that was good. So
Yeah,
but
a little
yeah,
expensive, but it was good.
yeah, and if you want to take table, you have to wait. Have to be on the line. But if you wait, like you can sit. But one thing we noticed was that fence.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, this is the table area, but the can you see the fence? This maybe anyone who has played Super Nintendo, Super Mario World, maybe notice that. That's the fence that the Mario climbs on. So
yeah, and you also find it in was it Luigi's Mansion? I
mm,
believe it has it as well.
so yeah, those tiny things is really like make us happy because we can tell
Mm.
like how much love they put in this museum. So yeah, that was really interesting.
Yeah, so if you do go, um, keep an eye out for all the many Easter eggs because there was a lot of them. And if you weren't paying attention, if you're just like, if you get distracted by everything else
Mm.
there, you might miss them. But if you were actually like observing, looking at the walls or whatever, you'll find them where you least expect it, and it's really cool to see.
And yeah, so like every step you make, then you find something. So you have to stop and take pictures and go to the next step and you find something. So it takes a lot of time to move on.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why we're there all day. We kept looking at everything.
Yeah. And we went to the playing area. This is like a playing area. Like,
Yeah.
you see like a huge controllers. Actually, two people plays. You can play Super Nintendo and original NES and Nintendo 64. And you can play like a Mario or Zelda, Donkey Kong or something like that. You can choose
Yeah.
from 3 games. You have like a 3 minutes, and you can play it. And actually, you have to spend 2 coins to play 1 games. So
Yeah.
we played it, and the line wasn't even big. Like you wait only like 10 minutes or so.
But the lines were separated per console system that you wanted to play. So if you wanted to play like the original NES, you stand where the giant NES controller is, and that they have their own line there. If you wanted to play the newer systems, then you go to where their giant controller is. They even had one for the Wii, which is
Oh yeah.
yeah. But these games teach you how to work together as a team. You can't go as an individual. It's kind of impossible. You need 2 people to play these controllers.
So yeah, the controller was this big. It's huge. Actually, all the buttons works. Even the start and select buttons, it works.
Yeah, it wasn't just for show.
While you are playing, they actually take your picture, and you can download it from your electric ticket website. Then you can download those pictures while you're playing. So like this one, like Osaka Jando used the close button, and I press B and A, so she moves, I jump, kind of.
Yeah, we kept switching every time we died, so that was kind of funny. But it seems like other people were doing the same thing too. They kept switching whenever they died.
Yeah, and actually in 3 minutes we beat the 1-1 area. That's all we could do. And we played Super Nintendo too. The big controller, and actually it has like the close button and A, B, X, Y, but also it has L and R, and actually it works. If you touch it behind it, then it moves and works. So yeah, it's big, but it's actually a controller. So yeah, behind us it shows like a Super Mario World, the Legend of Zelda, and Mario Kart. So you can choose each. Then you can play it. And this is how we played. So we played NES and Super Nintendo. We both played Mario and Mario Brothers and Super Mario World.
And just to let you know, the area that we are in, this specific area, not the exhibit area outside of it, you're allowed to take pictures. So that's why that woman over there has a woman or a guy, I can't tell, is holding up their cell phone. They're actually recording the TV screens.
Yeah. So if you get out of this area, you cannot take any pictures. It says no. It's banned. So yeah, please keep the rule.
Yeah, and please be respectful. Do not cut the lines. Yeah.
Yeah. And then look what we got. Look at how big the bag is. Yeah, one of the biggest purpose of visiting this museum for me was buying this, and this was big controller cushion. It's huge, and actually it has like a buttons, and yeah, it was nice.
No, we didn't have a pillow fight.
And it's a little expensive. It's 11,000 yen, which is $75 US dollars, something like that. But you can get only in Nintendo Museum. So yeah, it's difficult to bring it home. It's big, but still, if you have a chance to visit, I really recommend you to get them. But only one person can get one. So you
Yeah,
cannot.
they're really strict on how many each customer can buy when it comes to certain
Yeah.
items.
So like it has also the huge controller of Wii and Nintendo 64, but we are only two people, so we cannot get four. We only get two.
Mm.
So yeah, we got those. That it's the reason why I chose these two is because it's my
It's
childhood.
the one we grew up
Yeah,
with.
it's childhood. I cannot miss it.
Yeah.
I really wanted
Um,
them.
the other thing we got, but we didn't take any pictures of, was from their gotcha area. For the keychain, I wanted a Game Boy and he wanted a controller, but we didn't get it.
Yeah,
We didn't get the right one.
we both got the Nintendo 64's controller.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, there's many other things like notes, pens, and like T-shirts, and yeah, like if you want to spend a lot of money, then you can spend a lot. Like maybe you cannot choose what to get. So yeah, if you want to visit there, if you have a chance to visit there, just keep the huge budget. Otherwise, you will regret. Oh, I could have buy that, but I couldn't. Kind of.
You basically feel like a kid in the candy store, and you kind of want to hold your restraints and not trying to buy everything you see because they're really cool, and you're like, oh my god, I want this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and also like in the gaming area, when you run out of your 10 coins, don't blow your wallet, try to buy more coins so you can play more games. Yeah, that can happen.
So, yeah, this is our experience. And now I tell you how to get the ticket. If you visit the Nintendo Museum official website, it has you can switch to Japanese to English, and if you switch to English, it shows how to apply the ticket. And you can get the ticket 3 months ahead. But you never know, like whether you win or not. But you can choose 3 days in time. So actually, I tried Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and only I won was Monday morning. So I had to take day off from work, but I
He loved
believe it was worthwhile. It.
You played hooky.
Oh yeah. So yeah, like you register with email and you have to write down names, which is same as your IDs, and then you can get email whether you win or not. But if you win, and then you can pay for the ticket. And I don't know why, but they don't accept American Express. So with a Visa, Mastercard, or JCB, and then you can get QR code, and which is you show at the entrance with your
Yeah,
ID.
that will be emailed to your email address. So do not delete it.
Yeah, and then you enter, and finally you get the entrance pass. So, and yeah, this shows how. And actually, you can arrange your entrance pass before you enter. So maybe you can try those. But yeah, if you have chance to visit Japan and if you want to try it, yeah, I really recommend you to try this.
Yeah, if you are a gamer, if you're someone who don't care for games at all, you know, then maybe you can find something else to do. But
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, soon after I came home, like I really wanted to play some Nintendo games because yeah, it reminded me of so many memories.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, he couldn't stop smiling the whole entire time. Actually, we both smiling the whole time because it was just like a really wonderful experience that made us remember a lot of the happiness we had in our childhood.
yes, so yeah, this is what we experienced.
Thank you, Nintendo.
Yeah, love Nintendo. So yeah, today's video is that's all so far.
Yeah. So thank you for tuning in, and Don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button and hit the notification bell for future videos.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.